A lot of faith was put into job creators, so much so that our lovely Chancellor of the Exchequer was nice enough to cut their taxes, leaving those with money with more cash to create jobs. So, I guess we can stop this documentary right here. I mean, clearly that plan worked, and everyone's got a job now, and depression and poverty have stopped forever, and no one's ever sad anymore, and we all lived happily ever after. Oh wait, it didn't work. I'm James Dudley. As you can see, I'm the model of professionalism. As someone who has had to deal with the poverty and desperation that unemployment gives you, it becomes clear that relying on a government that hands out dole checks with a sneer and a motivational kick in the bollocks really isn't the option. But what is the option? A degree. The key to success is private bathroom, surely. I met with Noddy, someone who had recently finished his degree.
So when someone leaves university, they do expect to get a job. How's that worked out for you so far?
Well, at the moment, I'm finding it hard to get a job. Just looking, Middlesbrough's a small town. You need to move a city, all the jobs are in the city. If you get me, it's too hard here. The government ain't doing much to help, but there are not enough services out there. But what can you do? You just have to work with what you got. That's about it. But I have many other friends as well who haven't found a job. They're just doing retail jobs. So it's all, what can you do? Just got to get by, don't you?
So what services do you think the government should implement to help you get a job?
Well, the government can help by helping the poor. They mainly focus on the high class people, the ones who give them money. So they can help by giving us more services, giving the local council more funding, helping us out a little. Because at the end of the day, we're going to pay our taxes, money's going to end up back in their pocket. They just need to get us a job, help us. But that's for the government and all them to worry about. I'm not involved in the politics, I just want a job.
So do you think because of the negative stereotypes that surround people, unemployed people, thinking them to be feckless layabouts, do you think that actually makes you unemployable to potential employers?
Well, it's a good question, that, mate. Well, yeah, I think it does, because stereotype, it's a bad word, isn't it? Because they all just think of us as one layabouts, just not looking for a job. Then they got the image that we're not looking for a job. Makes it hard for the rest of us. Do they really want to employ people like that? You have to look at it from their point of view. They're investing a lot of money in the job scheme, so it's up to them. They want a job done at the end of the day. And if they got the image that we're all mess-abouts, layabouts, robbers and that, chaps, they ain't going to employ us, are they? We need to keep a good image. That's where the media can help us out a bit, but government for you, what can you do, right?
So what have you been doing to, get yourself out there? How have you been promoting yourself to potential employers?
Well, I've been on job sites, read.co.uk, Total Jobs. I'm flipping Job Centre, they try to help me out. Got my own advisor. I've been going around shops with CVs, just all the basic stuff, and even more that you can do. And at the moment it's not working for me, just need a little bit of help. And that's where I believe government needs to make some schemes that can help us. Well, that's up to the government. It all relies on them, really. They can really help us, but what can you do, right? That's my thoughts on the matter.
So do you feel somewhat demeaned about having to go to the job centre alongside people who stereotypically, according to society, are seen as layabouts?
Well, yeah, that's kind of demeaning, because you go in there and they all think they're better than you. And to be honest, when you go in there, it just feels awkward and weird. You don't feel like you're doing something, it just feels like you have to do a job. It just feels weird. And you have to go there and talk to someone. That's beneficial, but just the setting, it's just weird. You don't feel natural or nothing. But yeah, you have to do what you got to do, innit?
So we tried to get a job at Cineworld.
Yep.
Right. Nando's.
Yep.
Starters.
Yep.
Really?
Yep, everywhere, mate.
Right. McDonald's.
Yep.
Really?
Against my will.
Not even Ronald McDonald would give you a job. Jesus Christ. Right, DW Intersport.
Yeah, mate, that's bad there, so. Just go in here, that. With whatever company. She's great.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. How did it go?
Yeah, mate, they accepted my CV, but it doesn't look too good.
Why not?
I don't think they're looking for anyone to play at the moment, but what can you do?
So that's another avenue.
Yeah, most likely dead, yeah.
Where to next? I think there might be a KFC around here. Let's go. Well, you know, it's been a pleasure. I tell you what, can we meet you in a week or two, something like that, and you know, see how your job hunts
Yeah,
go?
mate, that'll be fine.
It's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Cheers.
Take
Thanks
care,
for the
mate.
opportunity,
All right,
mate.
mate.
Alright, mate.
Jobs were not created because the poorer were paying more taxes, so they couldn't afford to buy as much, which led to more businesses losing money, so they were unable to hire more staff.
So I'm here to find out whether job security is a thing that even exists anymore.
I'm not sure about job security. I think it depends on the company you work for. I don't think there is real job security in most jobs that exist now though. I think it's really hard to find a job where you actually feel like in long term you're actually secure in it.
Yeah. So in a company like this, do you feel like it's very results driven, sales driven? Do you need to get a certain quota to succeed in it? You know?
No, I don't feel like Lush are like that as a company. They're definitely more ethics focused, certainly a lot more than other businesses are. At the same time, you still have in the back of your mind that you are working for our business, so there's still that the profit-driven element there. It's just in a lot of ways they work a lot more charitably than other companies do, and they have a lot more of a sort of social conscience than other companies do. But you still sort of know that those sales need to be made. It's not a daily sort of go and sell this or you're going to be sacked sort of feeling. It's definitely more relaxed, but there's still that sort of element there.
Nagging doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Jane. So basically, you run this small business in Middlesbrough. What's it like running an independent business in Middlesbrough?
It's very difficult, especially being off the beaten track. But what you've got to do is just really work at it. We try to keep our prices reasonable so that people can afford to buy them, really.
How many people do you employ here?
No, there's me and my partner run it.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, there's just the two of us.
Would you be? Would you consider hiring more people?
Yeah, well, we're opening upstairs. I mean, when I say it's been really hard, it's been the footfall in the street. Once people actually know we're here, they like it and they'll come in to buy stuff. But we are opening upstairs, so we will be thinking of employing somebody then. We get phone calls from various apprentice agencies who can offer us apprentices. You get an incentive, you get a grant, and they get half the wages paid and stuff like that. So that's something that we will be looking into in the new year.
Yeah. And what would you be looking for in an employee?
Somebody who can dress well, to start with, who fit in with the theme of the shop, somebody who's pleasant, who can sell, who's got a bit of something about them really to sell these clothes really, and fit in with it. And yeah, I mean, it's all going pretty nice. The street's getting popular. There's more and more. We're all independents on the street. We're having a Christmas carnival on the 30th of November to try and raise the awareness of the street, which I've got completely organised. And everything's sort of just upwards and onwards really. But it has been difficult, I won't lie to you, it's been a bit of a struggle.
There seems to be a bleak acceptance above us all, an acceptance that this is life and this is all it ever will be. In America, people optimistically use the American dream as something to cling on to when they're eating cold baked beans out of the tin. Has Britain lost that same optimism? Are we too busy swimming in a river of pessimism to hope for a better tomorrow?
So what would you suggest to do for the rising levels of unemployment? Do you have any ideas on how we can resolve this issue?
Well, I mean, the issue of unemployment, it's something that is buried within the system of capitalism itself. It's like the idea that a crisis in capitalism comes from external circumstances. It's complete rubbish. For us to actually see an end to unemployment, we'd need to see an end to capitalism full stop, rather than some kind of makeshift issues, likes of which the Labour Party are trying to put out at the moment.
So you work for the socialist workers. Is it weird getting paid like to have your own political opinion almost?
Yeah, I mean, it's very different to what I guess employment's like under capitalism for any other business. I mean, we're sort of an anti-capitalist political party, so being paid basically to try and set up worker Soviets in workplaces, it's an incredibly unique form of employment. Yeah.
So what are your main duties to do whilst working there?
Well, I guess I'm the regional organiser for students, which basically means since I'm a student here at Teesside, I'm based primarily here at Teesside University, so I'm involved getting these stalls up, making sure we'll have weekly meetings running, making sure I've got good speakers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm also involved within the rest of the region as well, so we've got a group up at Durham University which is doing quite well. We're looking into getting groups at Newcastle, Northumbria and Sunderland University as well. So I'm involved basically making sure they've got all the resources and materials that they need to get groups set up there.
People talk of a revolution. Can it really end in anything else other than death and violence? Is there really such a thing as liberation anymore? Or shall we just keep going, watching as depression rises, as unemployment rises, and as Mr. Cameron's bank balance rises?